It's been 7 days since the Israel Iran war began, and every day the situation gets more explosive. Israel is bombing deep into Iranian territory now. Iran is launching missiles into Israel's hospital, and the US still pretending it's not involved. But behind the scenes, Donald Trump is testing the waters, delaying official American entry into the war. Why? Because he's betting on one unlikely miracle, a ceasefire. A pause that's looking more impossible with every passing hour. Just yesterday, Israel released an animation, a bold statement to the world. It claimed its air force destroyed a nuclear reactor in Iraq, deep inside Iran. According to Israel, that reactor had only one purpose, to build a bomb. Meanwhile, strange earthquakes are being reported across Iran. Coincidence or something more sinister? Iran isn't sitting back either. Its missiles struck one of the Israelis' largest hospitals. Civilian casualties, chaos, and condemnation. But Iran's message is clear: we are not stopping. So, what does all this mean for India? A lot, actually. India has already launched Operation Sindhu to evacuate its students and citizens from Iran and Israel. Many of them, especially from Kashmir, have reached Delhi through Armenia. But now they ask, who takes us from Delhi to Srinagar? And while students return, another Indian asset is under silent threat: Chabahar port. Very important, Chabahar port. India has poured $550 million into developing the strategic Iranian port. It's only access route to Afghanistan, Central Asia, and beyond. But if Israel's missiles strike near Chabahar, years of investment could be reduced to dust in seconds. Some reports suggest India has quietly urged Israel, whatever you do, please don't bomb Chabahar. But can Israel be restrained? Especially now that Iran's most advanced missiles are still unused. Especially now that Israel says Iran's missiles defense efficiency has dropped from 90% to just 65%. That's not all. Russia, yes, a nuclear superpower, has entered the conversation. When Israel ignored Putin's call, Moscow issued a chilling warning. We are building nuclear plants in Iran. If your bombs hit them, it could cause a disaster worse than Chernobyl. Remember Chernobyl, an entire city rendered inhabitable, thousands dead, decades of radiation. Russia made it clear any hit on their under construction nuclear sites and the fallout will be global. And here's the twist: India isn't the only country worried, because Iran's enemy number one isn't just Israel, it's instability. If Iran collapses, the biggest winner is Pakistan. A weakened Iran means India's influence shrinks, Pakistan's grip tightens, and the dream of India accessing Central Asia through Iran gone. Some Israeli analysts argue we don't want to destroy Iran's infrastructure. We just want regime change. We want to overthrow the Islamic government and bring back a Western friendly regime, like during the Shah's era. But what if that doesn't work? What if Israel, out of frustration, destroys everything, including the last piece of Iran's economy? That's not regime change, that's full scale devastation. Israel even released a 1 minute emotional video calling for the Iranian people to rise. It blames the regime for turning Iran into a prison, for killing protesters, for suppressing women, for denying freedom. The subtext: overthrow your government, will help you. But what if the Iranian people don't rebel? That's Trump's gamble. He's waiting, watching, hoping the Israel strikes spark an uprising inside Iran. Because if that doesn't happen and the war escalates, the US might get dragged in, just like Afghanistan. And that's a quagmire nobody wants. So, where does India stand? On a tightrope, actually. One wrong move, a $550 million at Chabahar is gone. One bad missile strike, the Indian lives are lost. And worst of all, one radioactive blast, and Asia becomes unlivable. India has invested years of building ties with Iran, but this war, it threatens to undo everything. What happens next will define the decade of Asian geopolitics.